How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a delightful day. Today we are taking a look at how you can get over 24,000 points from attacking in one single raid, a variety of different bases. So let's take a look. I did all the attacks in the 5th raid. We are first going to look at the Wizard Valley. Nice 2-shot. Oh, I gotta turn on the lights. There you guys go. Get some colors going. Alright, so we are going in with the Graveyards Slam strategy on the first part. Starting off, obviously, on the bottom left side. Get a nice amount of value. And then we can kind of sneak in and loop around the base from the bottom portion of the base. So here we do have the Giants mostly in front. That's where when the Wizards start to pull ahead, we start sending in the Rams. Then we've dropped down the Graveyards, one over the Infernos, one over the first Giant Cannon, and then one sort of covering the right side defenses. So we're mostly just waiting for the Super Wizards to get that chain value. They did get hit by a couple bombs, so they are rather low health, so we're going to have to get kind of lucky with the giant cannons. Nice, that one only hit one. That hit also only hit one wizard, which is perfect. Let's see, we're getting hit by this spear thrower on the back end, which is unfortunate, and oh, a really bad hit from the giant cannon. Knocked out quite a few wizards. Now it all comes down, can this wizard get the giant cannon? Or does the giant cannon get the wizard? The wizard is victorious. Nice. And somehow these giants are still hanging on for dear life. They do quickly die out to the spear thrower though. Moving on to the second portion of the attack. Since we took out the giant cannons, you're more than welcome to use ground for the second half. If you did not take out the giant cannons, I highly recommend using air for the second hit. A lot of times you've either taken out one or maybe both of the air bombs. But in this case, since both the giant cannons are gone, 100% going to use ground. There really is no other splash damage left in this entire base, besides potentially some random bombs. We just put the graveyards right in front of where the troops are going to path. And now we have the whole army of skeletons starting to spawn from the back end. Used up the last ram. So we're going to have to hope that either... Oh, looks like I forgot the wizards actually went downward and the giants went upward. Because the giants are focused on getting this wizard tower, whereas the wizards were focused on trying to get this trash building. It's funny to watch the army of the skeletons. It's like one group had shields and the other didn't, and then two bombs cleared them out, which is hilarious. And we even take the base out without destroying the cannon. And we get a bonus 171 loot. So now we're taking a look at the Balloon Lagoon. This one has the 3rd rocket artillery, which is nice. So at capital peak level 8, and we're just doing some funneling here, trying to start from this left-hand side, I believe. Or no, we're trying to loop around the entire base. Because we are trying to do the one-shot strategy. We finally have all of our troops, besides some of the really uncommon ones, maxed out at capital peak level 8. So this one just had a little bit of a slight variation, and I lost 2 wizards right off the bat, and then this wizard goes down to the cannon, so without the super wizards, this whole row of defenses in this pocket, there's really no chance to one-shot it at this point. But we can still try out the rest of the one-shot strategy, which is doing the ram and the barbarian to distract, and then try to get the super dragon to fly into this rocket artillery. That does not work either, so again, another part where the one-shot would not have worked out. Because in theory, we would have wanted the dragon to go from the rocket artillery to the cannons, and then to this last rocket artillery. And then I believe take out the crusher, and then I think it's supposed to have enough hit points to take out the spear thrower too. And then we're supposed to have all the skeletons be able to spawn and break through this wall and take out this core part here. And then I believe last but not least, we're testing out the right hand side, where I think you're supposed to use, it's a ram and a barbarian, and then one Larry barrel to take out the rocket artillery. Oh, but I forgot. I did a bad deployment on those skeleton barrels. So only one of the barrels went towards the rocket artillery, so that is a no-go as well. But Balloon Lagoon is not too tricky, so even with that, I'm still able to clean up the rest of this base. Here we're using the Graveyard Spam, of course, because it's just super powerful. And the only real threat is this one rocket artillery, which we're going to take out with the graveyards. And then, of course, there's this bomb tower, which is being a little bit annoying. But we are able to continuously tank with the rams and a couple giants. Just got one graveyard down, and then figured, why not just use all three right on the rocket artillery? Because not a whole lot else is potentially going to die, so we're going to have to take a look and see how many skeletons actually spawn out of the graveyard. One bomb went off, so the wizards are a little bit low health, but we do get some nice distractions from the skeletons. And now that the giants are back in front, they're pretty much protected. Got, what, 4 wizards left? It's more than enough for 1 cannon and 1 inferno. It's not quite as much bonus loot, but we're able to get an extra 90, which is awesome. So now we're taking a look at the Golem Quarry, doing a cleanup attack, because unfortunately my other clanmate, he ran out of attacks. So he did a nice job clearing the right hand side of the base. So now all we're doing is cleaning up the pocket area. That's perfect because he left us with over 4,000 points to gain from the final attack. So if you want to try and get over or around 24,000 total points, with 6 attacks you need 4,000 average gold per attack. So some can be slightly under, and some can be slightly over. You will eventually get that 24,000. So here we just have an overwhelming amount of troops for this last little bit. As soon as the rocket artillery goes down, there's nothing left in this base. We have the army of Larrys with their shields going to glorious battle. And finally, we are taking a look at a first hit on a skeleton park for our final attack. We are trying the Graveyard Spam strategy, the ground variation on this skeleton park. Still not totally sure what's best for the skeleton park. At least the level 2 version of it at Capital Peak level 8 is pretty weak. I mean, it did just come out, so not too many people are trying to upgrade it and max it out, but not sure. Sometimes air works pretty good with like a flying fortress, other times the ground works well, but we're able to get 3,380, so a little bit lower, but on some of the other attacks we were able to get a little bit more points. So that's how we got 24,144. So hopefully some of these strategies will help you guys out in your raid weekends. If you want to help me out, I welcome you to subscribe and hit the like button. And there should be a couple more videos on the screen if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.